On this episode of View from the Tap, we'll be reviewing Rogue's Capt Sig's Northwestern Ale.
Welcome to this episode of View from the Tap. I'm very excited about what we have to sample today. Rogue's Capt Sig's Northwestern Ale.
Previously rebranded Deadliest Ale. For those of you who are familiar with the Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch, this was a beer created by Edgar and Sig, and parts of the proceeds go to the Fisherman's Fund.
So, if you think about it, you get a drink and you're giving to charity.
And what's wrong with giving to charity?
So let's get down to the nitty gritty about this. What do you think about this one?
Well, I really like these full flavored beer. It is an Indian red ale, so as you can see, it's a very caramely reddish color, and it has kind of the hoppy flavor you'll get and an aroma and floral notes that you get from an IPA.
Yeah, one thing that really came out to me is when you first drink it, you get the roastiness that you would of a red or even an amber, and then on the back end it finishes with just bittering hops, and I think it's a very good balance that they were able to achieve here.
Now, this isn't for those of you that aren't into the super bitter beers. With 80 IBUs, you got a lot of strength and potent kick with that taste.
Yeah, and I definitely would put this as a winter beer, just with what it has. I mean, it's a little bit darker. It's not like a porter or anything like that, but with the roasty and then just the body on it just being as heavy that it is, definitely would put it along the lines of a late fall or during the winter.
Yes, and I would say that too. During the summer on a hot day, you might be able to handle one, but with the full bodiness, it would be great with a steak dinner, but it's not something that you're going to be downing probably 3 or 4 in one evening.
No. So, what do we say? Let's give our rating on this one.
Okay, our rating system. Cost-wise, it's a little on the higher end. Part of the reason is it only comes in the bomber size bottle, as you see here. It's around $7 to $10 a bottle, depending on where you can find it. So I'm giving it $3 signs out of 5.
And I'm up there with you too. I'm giving it $3 out of 5 possible dollar signs.
As for flavor, it's got all the notes there. It's very sophisticated, and it's not a watered down beer. It stays with you. You taste it from sip 1, and 10 minutes later you still kind of have that hoppy flavor on the back of your tongue. So I'm giving it 4 out of 5 hops.
I will also give it 4 out of 5 hops as well. They did a very good job with the balancing between the maltiness and the hoppiness on this.
For the bottle, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. I like how it draws you to the bottle with the Northwestern logo, and inside the logo you have Capt Sig and the Northwestern. Part of the problem that I have with the bottle is there's a lot of detail there, and Rogue is known for actually printing their labels directly onto the bottle, and I think they lose a little bit of the detail there.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.5 stars out of 5, just because I think they did a great job of capitalizing with it being the Northwestern and the popularity of the show. I think that it really does draw a lot of people into possibly buying it.
As for value, it's a great beer to drink, so I give it a 3 out of 5. It's got everything I want in a beer, but I put the recommendation that it's a cold weather beer. It's winter, fall, maybe early spring.
And I'm also going to go with 3 out of 5, and mainly because, while I do enjoy the flavor, I don't always think I would want to shell out as much as they're actually asking for each bottle.
So overall, I'm going to give this a growler, so 3 out of 5. I really enjoy what you get out of drinking this. But because of the fact that it is a heavier beer, I'd recommend not investing a whole lot into it because you'll be drinking it a while.
And I'm just gonna go with a bomber bottle. After about 3/4 of it, I'm good to switch off onto something else. That's just not completely my style that I enjoy, but definitely an enjoyable beer to drink every once in a while for me.
Well, thank you for watching Beer from the Tap. Remember, check out our blog for more information about Rogue Brewery and the beer, and bios of myself, Aaron, and Matt over here.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in for this episode, and be sure to check back for new releases. Cheers.